All right, students, let's give this a shot. As far as isometrics on the web app, I made a blog for you. I think you're going to need it. I made a blog for you and I put it on the Google Drive. So I'm going to go look for it, and I called it Isometric, ISO reference. ISO reference for AutoCAD web app. It is on layer 0, so you'll still have to create your own layers, obviously. And then we'll go ahead and place it. Okay, there it is. All right, so I created ISO circles for you and lines. I'm going to go and explode it, as always, whenever you bring in a block into the web app, or really in AutoCAD, you have to explode it first to be able to use it. So for you guys to be able to create your isometric drawings, you're going to have to use that information, this line work. So then that way, when we have the isometric drawing, I'll use the bearing plate for an example, like I did this morning. So as far as a bearing plate is concerned, that's the one I'm going to use for demonstration. Hopefully we can get it done within the web app. That's kind of the goal. And as far as that web app, we'll try to create this 4.5 and 2.25. So these lines I drew already are a length of 4 inches, and this one is 2 inches in length. Okay, so I did that for you. So then that way, what we'll do is you will have to just simply copy that information, and then copy that line work off to the side. And then the way we're going to draw or make it the right length, we could probably go to properties and adjust the length, which is not the case. I thought it was. So then you guys will have to do it with circles. You'll have to draw a circle. Like let's say I need it to be 4.5 inches. I'm going to draw a circle with a radius of 4.5 inches, and then you have to extend over to that circle. So you're going to be using circles pretty much for everything, 4.5 inches. And then to draw a line on this isometric plane, it needs to be 2.25. I'm going to go and copy it over here. And I'm going to draw a circle, 2.25, and then extend up to that circle there. Okay. So then for the bearing plate, that's what we're going to be using here. And then I'm going to go up 1.5 inches, and then 1.5 inches and 2.25. So I'm going to go up 1.5 inches. So once again, I'm going to copy. This is going to be very, very tedious, students. I'm sorry, so sorry about that. It's going to be very tedious to do. Circle from here, 1.5 inches. And then trim. And then 2.25. This is already drawn at 2.25, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this guy. Put it here. And then I need to go back in this direction 3/4 of an inch, referring back to this guy. 3/4 of an inch, and then 3/4 also. I'm going to kind of draw this part here, 3/4, then down this way, 3/4, and then up this way. Okay. So I'm going to copy another line that I can use, any one of these. Now that they're in the right angle, I'm going to copy this over here. Draw the circle 3/4 of an inch and trim. And then we're going to draw a line. So we're going to copy once again the line coming down. Here. And then the 3/4 line coming up. So as long as I'm copying these lines in the right plane and then just draw circles, everything should work. Okay. And copy this line here. And you can kind of see where that's going to intersect. Start forming your isometric from there. Copy this guy over here. I'll be trimming it here in a little bit, but at least I'll have all this information. Copying within my own geometry. And you can just simply copy. So it'll be tedious, but it is possible. I haven't gotten to the ISO circle yet, but I guess we're going to find out soon whether that's going to work for us or not. Okay. All right, so we need to now notch out this feature 1 1/8 and copy circle this corner a 1 1/8 circle, and then that's going to come down from this edge. So I can kind of draw this one edge. I'm going to come down 1.5 inches and come over here and finalize that geometry. There. And then I need to make that 1/2 inch, so I'm going to make it with a circle and trim. And copy. All kinds of copying and then come back and trim. So I want to have the right geometry. Here. And then I'm missing a line from here to here. And then just simply trim to be able to generate a nice looking isometric drawing. Okay. Now the ISO circle. I'm not sure if that's going to be something that we can adjust. If I grip it, I could probably make it bigger or smaller. Oh man, this is going to be pretty interesting to do. It's going to be pretty interesting to do. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do it. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Let's go to shop. Maybe there's something else we can do. Okay, so using my little handout, bearing plate, 2 1/4 from the corner and 1 1/8. I'll let you do this one on your own, but 2 1/4 and then 1 1/8. I'm gonna try that. So I can identify the center. I'm gonna go and draw myself a circle from here, 2 1/4, and then I'm gonna copy this line here, and then a circle of 1 1/8. Okay, so we'll have to just kind of find the appropriate ISO circle that's on the right direction. The only problem is I'm not sure we're going to be able to adjust it. This ISO circle, if I'm not mistaken, has a diameter of 7/8 diameter. I think I had made these at 3/4. 7/8 diameter. So we draw ourselves. I don't think that's going to work. It's going to be 7/8 diameter. And 7/8. Center points right there, and then the diameter with a 7/8. So it looks like we would have to extend this line up to there. Actually will work. I see it a little bit better. And then what I'm thinking we might be able to do is, let's see if we can scale this guy to what it should be. We can't eyeball anything. We never want to eyeball anything. So we'll have to use a scale in the center. We're going to scale it from, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use a reference. So the scale reference is going to be the center point to this intersection, and then we're going to scale it to what it should be. Yeah, that's the way we're going to do it. And then we'll have a true 7" diameter. Isocircle. We can prove that by copying this line here, and then extend. And then if we measure, it should be 7/8. There it is. We're going to have to use the scale command. There you go. The rest of you should know how to do, but we do need to put it on title block. But that's how you create isometrics using the AutoCAD web app. It's a little tedious. You'll have to use the block that I gave you guys. Make sure you put everything on the right layer, and you should be able to successfully complete an isometric drawing. Thank you.